Hello, everybody. Well, as you can see, I'm a lot more cheerful than when I woke up this morning. And I wanted you to see that because, this is how it can be. You have a bit of a rocky start in the morning, especially if you wake up in pain. You've got to get on top of that pain. And you can feel a bit sorry for yourself, to be honest. But then as the day goes on, and you move about and you're doing things and you might hear a nice bit of music or something, or you hear a joke, or you see something funny maybe on the television. You have a bit of a laugh because something comes in on Facebook, somebody sends you something they think's a bit funny, or you have a nice email from somebody, and you begin to get better. I prepared the lunch today and so on, and then later on. I didn't feel much like it today. The weather's a little bit of a cold edge on the wind today. But anyway, I decided I would go for my usual walk. I didn't paddle though because, yeah, as I said, it was a little bit nippy. But in the front hallway coming in, I bumped into a neighbour, and she's really rather nice. I think she comes from Madrid, and she chats away to me, and she really is lovely, and that cheered me up. And I said hello to another neighbour who lives along here, and yeah, I felt I'd seen somebody other than my husband. That's fine anyway. I don't mind if we're here together for days. It doesn't bother me. But it is nice when you go out and you bump into somebody. So, but yeah, that was good. And I thought, well, I will get back online and show you because I think I am a bit of a night owl. My father always called me a night owl. And we don't go to bed now until midnight. Now, if I had been out and had to do the big main shop today, then I would have had to sleep in the afternoon. I can sleep a couple of hours quite easily. But if I'm just poodling around here, not going in and out of shops and carrying heavy stuff, then I don't usually have a nap. But I do get tired around midnight. Anyway, so I wanted to show you how, when people ask me how I am, I go like that. It's up and down and up and down, and that's how it is. So, as I say, get on with it. Now, I do get a bit worried about my diet, although after going down to 7 stone after several operations, I'm now up to 10, which is a little bit heavy for me, actually. But I still don't think I've got the energy that I want. And one of the reasons is because I practically have continual diarrhea. I don't know why I'm sort of whispering, but that's the English way, isn't it? Or British way, because I'm British Cornish. But we're a bit prudy and we can like that, aren't we? When you're in a hospital, nothing like that well, I know they're hospital staff and they've seen it all anyway, but that's how the Spanish are. Their body's their body, everybody has one. Just get on with it. You've got gas, let it out. Fantastic, good. They want to know if you've been in the toilet, or even your surgeon will say, caca today? And, that's it, isn't it? So, there you go. My son said to me, well, no wonder you don't have energy if you've got that going on all the time. You need to replace the salts and so on. So go to the pharmacy, the chemist, and get something that will replenish your electrolytes. So that's what I've done. So I'm trying that. And then my father, bless him, who had terrible, can I find it here? He had an awful lot of operations on his tummy. I beg your pardon. And he used to have slippery elm. He used to have a big tin of it in powder form and mix it and so on. I can only get it in this capsule form. So what I do is I take a couple of capsules and I open them up and put them in my Almond milk I usually use. I can't do dairy. I have almond milk. Can have rice milk. I don't like that quite so much, but it's personal taste, isn't it? So I use that. But then what I do is I have several small meals throughout the day. If I'm hungry when I go to bed, it could be midnight, I'll have a little bowl of porridge. We can no longer get ready break over here, which is a shame, but that's Brexit. Well, everything now with Brexit will be the excuse, won't it? But anyway, they say they can't get the lorry loads of English food through at the minute, so and we go for the simple oats, Bread, I'm not sure about bread, but I do have a lot of toast, so I'm still pushing away with that. And on that, I have a lot of eggs. One of the restaurant owners orders me an extra a dozen of his lovely farm eggs that he gets, and they're brilliant. So we have them as omelettes with herbs in, scrambled sometimes, again with herbs, poached egg with a bit of salt and pepper on it. So I do get quite a few eggs in. And on my toast, I also have avocado. And you can put poached eggs on that. And for my husband, he'll have a few strips of bacon on it as well. I can't do pork. I never have got on well with pork. And at the moment, lamb is no good for me either. Definitely meat is out. So I'm down to chicken and fish, Oh, poor soul. Some people only have a bowl of rice, don't they, around the world? So, buck up, Angela. That's plenty, So I slather on peanut butter because that's protein. That's very good for you. Not the crunchy. Make sure you have the smooth, okay? I put turmeric sometimes, a spoonful of turmeric, and I cook chicken wings with, and there again, I can't have vegetables. There they go through me, and fruit goes through me, apart from banana. So I have banana. And the other good thing, I have a great big pots. The Germans have them over here, so I can get them very easily. Great big pots of apple sauce, and that's really good. And I have rice. I have ordinary potato, and I have sweet. Well, they're not really potato, are they? But they're lower calories. And although I've gone from 7 stone after I had loads of operations and treatment, I'm now up to 10 stone, which is a little bit heavy for me, actually. But anyway, I use the slow cooker quite a lot. And that seems to bring the flavour out in the chicken and make things tasty. I'm not allowed to have beans, and they warned me at the hospital not to have any fungi, no mushrooms whatsoever. Fortunately, I don't like them, so that's no bother for me. I'm just mentioning it in case you think mushrooms are all right for your gut. But depending where the piece of colon's been removed, you might not be advised to have mushrooms either. So you need to think about that. Now, the nurse did say to me, it sounds to me as if you have irritable bowel now, because your bowel's been out and poked and cut and chopped and pushed back in twice, and so on. But we can do a colonoscopy and find. I said, no, thank you very much. Very kind of you. I've had so many colonoscopies. I don't want any more. I'll go with finding the diet for me. Thank you. So there you go. I think I've said, I know the other thing is, well, fish. I have fish. I don't particularly like salmon, but I did do salmon today. 2 nice pieces in the oven, salt and pepper on them, a lovely big squeeze of lemon, and I did put a bit of butter, a nice big chunk on my husband's piece of fish, but not so much on mine. And it was very nice, I must say. It was fine. But I'm not a great lover of it. Now we have a big restaurant nearby, and they do all sorts of Asian food, Bangladesh things, Chinese, Japanese, and so on. Now, they get very worried when you want something plain, absolutely plain. They don't like it. But I even showed a photograph of my last operation from there to there and showed it to the waitress. I said, look, it has to be blando. It's necessario. I have to have it. So off she went to see the chef. And he sent her back. Would I like a little bit of this sauce or that sauce? No, no sauce, nothing, thank you. Back she goes again. Back she comes again. Would I like something else? No, no, please, just the fish poached. And then she said, how about ginger? So I said, well, I know ginger's good. I chop up ginger and pour boiling water on it and have that as a drink. It's very good for you. So I said, okay, I'll have ginger. Well, it came at this lovely great big sea bass poached. And in the slices, you know, where they slash it, they had these slices of ginger. And it was very, very nice. Now, after a couple of times going there, and we had this little bit of 2 and 8 about it, and they now do it. They don't even ask. I say, my fish. And she said, oh, your fish, yes. And that's what I get. It's lovely. Now, in lockdown, my husband's been nipping along. He gets it as a takeaway, which is super, with a plain white rice, nice sticky white rice I like with it, and you don't have the smell of the cooking of it either, which is pretty good, I think. So there you are. I just wanted you to know that if you feel lousy in the morning, you know, give yourself that shove. You might have a dip. I have a dip around 5-ish, I think. 5:30, I can take my painkillers again. Getting pain control is, finding your diet's a problem, but when you get it, stick to it. It's not worth veering off it because you'll suffer for a couple of days and that's lost time. And the other thing is pain control if you're left with pain. Mine is from radiotherapy, burns, as well as operations, as well as scar tissue, as well as cut nerve ends in. So there you go. That I can't do much about it. They can't do much about it. The surgeon blames the radiologist, and the radiologist blames the surgeon. It's just one of those things, isn't it? So it's getting enough so that you can operate and function, really, and not so much that you're dozy and you miss everything. I'm just watching the cat because he walked over the laptop this morning just as I was reading my little message for the day. Now, my pain control man, he's fantastic. But he says to me, he said, Angela, today is your day. Do it your day. And I know exactly what he meant. Live for the day. Yeah, of course. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, here we are. It says on my little mirror, be happy, okay? For this moment is your life. Exactly. Enjoy the day. That's what we say, isn't it? We've got a Cornish comedian. You've probably heard of him. He can be a bit raw. He can be a bit blue, I'm afraid. But Jethro, when he's just a normal afternoon audience, shall we say, he's really good. But he says, enjoy your day as if it is your last day, because one day you will be right. So, on that cheerful note, enjoy the rest of your evening. Come back and tell me any tips you've got for diet. Any hints, any wrinkles. Come on, this is for all of us. All of us elderly ostomates, okay? There's loads of stuff on the internet, from changing your bag to everything. for younger people and middle-aged people, but for some of us, no, I refrain from saying olders, I suppose seniors, okay, there isn't very much, so let's support each other, and if you know a good joke, then write it down and send it to me. All right? So, bye for the time, and speak again soon, okay? Ideas for your bathroom next, all right? Okay. Cheers. Cheers for the time. Bye.